Hitler's insane train. Oh, my bad. Hitler's the GOAT.
This is the Breitspurbahn, an enormous train, 6 meters wide, 7 meters high. Inside, it is incredibly luxurious and heavily armed. Hidden under a dome is an anti-aircraft installation. There are countless weapons on board.
Yo, that's some shit like the X-Men or Avengers to jump on top and just start fucking that shit up.
And cabins filled with soldiers. The train was the brainchild of none other than Adolf Hitler. It was his personal favorite toy. While many of his megalomaniac projects were canceled as the war progressed,
Did Hitler like black people or no? Was he an all-around racist? Let's check his badges. Hitler, does he like blacks? Did Hitler like blacks? Obviously, Hitler had his racial preferences and the description doesn't quite match blacks. Apart from race, he also despised black culture, particularly American and black culture. This is why jazz and swing music was banned in Nazi Germany. However, the Nazis actually cared little for blacks and never implemented particular policies regarding them. At this time, there were quite few black people in Europe, so there was no need to do anything about them. When it came to Africa, the Nazis just accepted the fact that blacks lived there, and they didn't want to do anything about it. Hey, W. Hitler. So it can be said that they hated blacks. What? Actually, a lot of black soldiers have served in various... What word is that?
Auxiliary.
I can't even. Auxiliary troops of the German arms and even the SS. Okay. No, reader in the chat. There's a long-standing legend that when Germany's invaded France, the Germans executed black French soldiers. This is partly true, but not because they were black. The French... I don't know. I've never seen these words in my life. Okay, look. Look at the word I looked up, right? Singalese. And what the fuck? This is a bro. What? Wait, what ethnicity is Singalese? Wolf people. Okay. Carried a nasty machete-like sword where they used in close quarter combat. I mean, many German soldiers, the German decided to shoot who's captured with such a knife. So, it's not like he was racist. But, you know. He
tried
had
to
his
force this one into
particular
existence
opinion.
until his end. Because it was central to the Nazis'
Chad, what
plans
if Hitler
for
never
world
died?
domination.
Them niggas tried to take over the world. That was an ill plan. They wasn't gonna make it to the world. They would have been got knocked off. That little ass place. Germany? Nigga, Germany is like... Germany's not that big, right? First off, you still gotta fuck with... Wait. You still gotta fuck with the Russians, right? The Russians... Wait. Is the Nazis Russian? Oh, no. They were Germans. As the Nazi. So it didn't see me click the fucking W, huh? No, they were Germans. Shout out to the Nazis. Nazis, racism. Like, I asked this simple thing, my nigga, and you bring up paragraph after paragraph. But if I ask black bitches near me, you would just, like, make me click it fast. Or, like, some shit. How did the Nazi, or whatever, bro, like, you know I'd be having the shit at the front? Adolf Hitler. Hitler low-key scary. I'm low-key scared of Hitler. Not as much as I'm scared of Diddy. Adolf Hitler was a Australian-born German. Okay. So yeah, look, they started to fuck with the Russians, right? Like, come on, bro. They was, we would have been bombed y'all niggas anyway if we really.
Hitler was well known for his insane infrastructure projects. The German stadium was to be built in Nuremberg alongside the Congress Hall and the Zeppelin Field, with space for 400,000 people. It would have been the largest arena in the world. The Elbe High Bridge in Hamburg would have dwarfed the Golden Gate Bridge.
Hamburg.
These and many other projects were scrapped when the Nazis started losing World War II, but the Breitspurbahn was different. It was considered one of Hitler's favorite projects. In 1941, it was given top priority. Hitler personally demanded that all forces necessary be deployed to realize it. Although steel was already extremely scarce at the time, his project was granted 84,000 tons. We actually found the original plans for Hitler's monster train. The German historian Anton Joachim Stahler collected from several archives and published them in this book.
I gotta say his name.
Historian Anton Joachim Stahler.
Anton Joachim Stahler. Nines, Oots, Hans, Nuts. No, I'm playing. Sometimes I just take over.
Collected from several archives and published them in this book. Although the entire German industry was geared towards warfare, the Nazi leadership commissioned the same companies to develop the Breitspurbahn. Over 100 designs for locomotives and wagons were submitted. The distance between rails is called the track gauge. Even back then, the standard gauge of 1,435 millimeters was already widespread all over the world, with small deviations in some countries. Hitler originally wanted a 4-meter wide gauge for his train. After a lot of back and forth, he was finally persuaded to settle for 3 meters. The train itself was massive too, 6 meters wide and 7 meters tall. The length was up to 420 meters for the passenger trains and over a kilometer for freight traffic. A double-decker, as demanded by the Führer. Today's trains almost seem puny in comparison.
Wow.
Inside, the Breitspurbahn was supposed to be packed with luxury. The first class was located on the upper deck for better views. Here you had the most space, a lush interior with coat racks and comfy armrests. Directly below, usually on the lower deck...
Oh, this is like a commercial train. I thought this was a train just for Hitlers and niggas shooting shit down. I thought it was like a war train, nigga. This is a bull. I could have rolled this shit. They probably wouldn't let me on. It would kill me.
Second class. Still spacious. The third class was a bit narrower. Additionally, there were countless communal areas.
Hey,
you could sip wine,
Chad,
smoke,
if you ever
and
rode a train, like trains are lit. I want to put that out there. Like if you don't like flying, I'm not gonna lie, trains are lit. I rode a train back, like 3-4 hour train. I mean, I would do the first class next time, but this is I think it was. No, the train just wasn't that. It just was an older train, I think. But the shit was lit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was walking around the carts and shit, going from cart to cart. You know what I'm saying? On the cart. No, just going around from cart to cart. Like I was in this one cart. That's what you call the trains. You know what I'm saying? It's like sections. Cart 1, cart 3, whatever. I was in this one cart. It was just straight glass, nigga. I was in that bitch sitting down like these, knee up, looking out the fucking windows, because everything around me was windows. Shit was crazy. It was just me and this other dude in there. You know, no bad bitches, but it's all right.
On sofas in a bar. Similar setups, just without the bar, were found in a reading and socializing area.
They had the food
The
cart.
planned dining car was particularly impressive. In the drafts, it was paneled with natural wood, adorned with gold, and had chandeliers hanging from the ceiling.
No, see, but I think it's different now because the type of train I was on, there was a dining car, but it wasn't like this. This is like some shit that you might be on this train for like 2 days or some shit. The way it's looking like it, I don't know. Or maybe that's just this how it was back then. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't really have the tables. They had a dining cart. It was like probably like half the size of this table. But it was a bunch of them. It wasn't this like some fancy shit. They had fucking chandeliers. God damn.
It was supposed to be the only single-decker car, with ceilings so high you wouldn't feel like you were on a train. Besides this main hall, there were additional restaurants and breakfast rooms planned. The train was also to feature a cinema for almost 200 people. A smaller stage should host lectures and performances. The train was meant to travel far, so the plans included sleeping cars. In first class, after a spacious reception area, wealthy Nazis would find roomy sleeping compartments with sofas, armchairs, a vanity table, and a large window
That
with an
shit
outside
is
view.
hard.
The first class rooms were also supposed to have their own toilet, sink, and shower. The smaller bedrooms in second class only had a sink. Nevertheless, all
them niggas
passengers
dirty.
could freshen up in the bath car. It was supposed to host 4 bathtubs and 20 showers. Additionally, there were layouts for ladies' and gentlemen's hairdressing salons, so the undercut wouldn't suffer during the journey. Also, there were storage and staff rooms. A pastry shop would supply guests with snacks, fresh cakes, and all kinds of drinks. Another highlight was planned at the very end of the train,
I like cake.
a fully glazed
A little bit.
viewing platform.
Something like that.
At this point, we wish we had a smooth bridge to today's sponsor, but that's pretty tough with this topic. They're a cool company though, and this is how we finance making these videos, so please hang on. Holtz Karen makes fantastic
What the fuck? The only reason why this ad caught me is because I was thinking about the train blowing up. Or like somebody
in marble for 1,000 items.
Somebody
Due to the
blowing
work
up that shit.
could only accommodate about 200 passengers.
Like, just imagine they going across the bridge and then you just, boom! A nigga just shot a rocket. You know, it's wartime. Who knows what's gonna happen?
While the planned first and second class carriages could only accommodate about 200 passengers, there were more than twice as many seats in third class.
1981.
They could have easily fit over 500 seats in third class, but with the Breitspoorbahn, they wanted to ensure a comfortable
Breitspoorbahn.
journey for everyone.
I think
Well,
I'm German.
Not everyone. These are designs for the so-called Eastern worker carriages. There were no seats, only benches for 8 travelers per compartment. These work slaves were supposed to sit on the benches during the day and sleep on them at night. This provided space for a total of 480 work slaves.
What the
They did not have access to the rest of the train. Their food was supposed to be cooked in a large kitchen next door, pushed through the train in buckets, and then distributed at a canteen. Let's zoom out at this point. What did Hitler aim to achieve with the Breitspoorbahn? Why did he prioritize it so much? On March 24th, 1942, Hitler had lunch with his state secretary, Hermann Esser, and the architect, Hermann Giesler, in Munich. There he explained,
Just as we need a fast connection to Constantinople, now Istanbul, we need a fast connection between Upper Silesia and the Donets Basin. We need trains that can travel at 200 kilometers per hour. We need to build wider carriages, preferably 2-story from the outset. The upper floor in particular must offer a good view. It must also be possible to use the tracks for double-track freight traffic. Only in this way will it be possible to develop the Eastern
Berlin.
region, especially economically, in line with our plans. Even if the implementation of this railroad program naturally involves a wealth of difficulties, we must not let this deter us.
They got the
the Breitspoorbahn
legs,
was
oh
key
no.
in Hitler's plans to conquer the world. He aimed to replace maritime shipping with trains. His broad-gauge rail network was supposed to stretch across the entire European continent and beyond. There were discussions about a route from the Mediterranean at Gibraltar through Spain, Marseille, the Rhone Valley, to Munich. Here, a huge junction station was supposed to be built.
Them
From
niggas
there,
had
it
some
would
work
head
to
south
do.
to Rome, or eastward through Vienna to Budapest, Belgrade, Bucharest, and then to Istanbul. Another route was supposed to run from
It's a Cardi
Brest to
song
Paris,
called
the
Bucharest.
Ruhr area
It's not
to
released
Berlin.
though.
From the German capital,
course.
Breitspur trains should have gone through Poland and Belarus directly to Moscow. There were plans to extend the Breitspoorbahn through Iran into Iraq, targeting the rich oil reserves there. There were ideas to build a railway all the way to Vladivostok on the Sea of Japan.
Bro, just think about this shit in 1941. How long do you think it's gonna take to build that shit? Or even if you slaved them, right, from day in and day night to build the tracks, would it be a team building the track and a team building the train at the same time? Let me look this shit up. Chad, we on some history shit right now. Shit got me high. How long does it take? Okay, don't look at that. To build a train track. What the fuck? Building a railroad platform could take about 2 years depending on the length of the line. In Yeah, look up 19. Let's look up 1950s. A railroad crew can lay about 6 miles of track per day. For example, 35 miles of track were laid in 1965, and over 192,000 miles were laid in 1990. So it really doesn't take that long. I'm thinking this shit took like fucking 10 years and 10 nights, but if they really, a railroad could lay about 6 miles a day. So if we do some calculations, let's pull up the calculator, chat. Let's see how good my math is. 6 miles a day. 6x, right? Is what I like to call it. 6 miles a day. Let's say they work 365 days. That means that's 2,190 miles. How long is 2,190 miles? Let's do 2,000, because if I put 91, how long? How far? You know what I'm saying? I got to get my shit correct. No. You could generally have about 50 miles home. It would expect 2,000 miles to take 40. That's 40 hours of driving. But how far is that away? You know what I'm saying? If I pull up Google Maps, shit's about to get serious here, chat. My location might be revealed. The VPN is off. Okay. Oh, it doesn't show where I'm at. Are we straight? I bet. So let's move states. Let's go. No, fuck it, nigga. Let's go to Germany. Where's it at? By the way, United today. Wait, somebody did tell me. I wanted to see if this is true over here. Oh yeah, there is land that connects. There's, I mean, technically, no, that's Alaska, but it's technically a part of the United States. This is how far Alaska is in Russia. I seen a video about these countries. This is America and this is Russia. If we keep it in a stack. All right, wait. Where the fuck is Germany at? Where is Germany? Found it. Damn. Man, them niggas wasn't gonna conquer shit. They wouldn't even made it over here. You know what I mean? I said I walk. So, hey, look at Berlin. So how far would they get from Berlin? Let's go directions. Starting point. What's this other place called? Hamburg. So from get to Berlin to Hamburg, how many miles is that? They do fucking kilometers in this bullshit ass city. How many kilometers is it? Let's see if we go by training. Oh, this is only an hour away. Okay. But how many kilometers is that, motherfucker? I pass it up. GG's, chat. I'm trying to be on some real smart shit right here. Where I don't see the kilometers though. I think I passed it up. Oh my god, I'm nutting. Let's go best. 289 kilometers. A mile is 1.66 kilometers. So if we do 1.66 divided by, what is it? 289? 289. Okay. 289 divided by 1.66. That's 174 miles, chat. That's 174 miles. They're laying 2,000. Yo, low key, it wouldn't have took that long. Nigga, they can be here. Yo, they almost conquered us. No, I'm fine.
Another line was supposed to reach British-occupied India. The Breitspurbahn was not only planned for passengers, but also for freight transport.
Breitspurbahn.
Hitler wanted to supply his Reich with raw
Hitler was
materials
low-key
and natural
smart.
resources from all over
I think he was gay,
Eurasia.
though, and he did coke.
At the same time, workers from the East were to be
So his
transported
mind
to
was like
factories
fucked
and
up. That coke, you know what I'm saying? You can only do coke for so long. Or was it crack? I'd rather do coke than crack.
agricultural fields in Germany, hence the Eastern worker carriages. In the other direction, Germans should have spread across half the world by train. It was intended as a tool to mass colonize.
Well, somebody told me he was gay.
As such, the Breitspurbahn was heavily armed, in
Might have
case
been
they would
Ma.
meet local resistance. It was supposed to carry soldiers and had enormous ammunition chambers. The train could even be used to transport heavy weaponry, such as tanks or whole ships.
See, I lucky want to go back in time and just see what it was like. Them niggas building the Breitspurbahn. And Hitler was in there like, Hussen Heinz, hat's nichts, get it Target! And shit like that, yelling and shit, doing all types of crazy
Ultimately,
shit.
the train was never built.
Fuck!
After the war, some plans were taken to the Soviet Union. Files on the planned routes to France are said to be in Paris. They were not published and apparently not pursued further. That's not surprising. From the beginning, many experts of the German rail company were convinced that most of the Breitspurbann's areas of operation could also be covered by standard gauge trains. But of course, nobody dared to seriously contradict the Führer and talk shit about his toy. Like so many of Hitler's projects,
scared of
the
that,
Breitspurbahn
man.
was a gigantic,
Breitspurbahn.
embarrassing show of megalomania.
Breitspurbahn.
The leading Nazi architect, Albert Speer, said later,
The more monumental and oversized in scale, the more enthusiastic Hitler would be about a project.
the Breitspurbahn powerfully illustrates the extent of Hitler's conquest plans. The fact that he pursued such a bizarre project until the last days of the war shows how limitless his greed and madness truly were.
Chad, we don't have guys like Hitler no more, man. When's the next Hitler coming along so we can take him down? You know what I'm saying?
Bye, have a beautiful time.